Fala galera, bem-vindos ao canal com mais um vídeo. Tempo que de volta com vocês com mais um Starfield. Vamos aqui. Vamos começar aqui, ó. Vamos falar com Barrett.
Anything I can help you with, Captain? You know, I needed this. Exploring the galaxy with you by day, investigating the mysterious legal woes of my long-dead spouse by night.
Fico feliz que sua cena de humor voltou.
Vasco never appreciated my humor that much. I was just remembering how I'd pour my heart out to Vasco. So many times. I told him all about Irvin. He showed me a chart of how sad I should expect to feel.
Vasco é só...
Oh, we got to point B many times just fine. Top-notch co-pilot. Would recommend him to anybody. Anyway, I'm glad you're here right now because we have things to discuss about Irvin's case. I heard back from my contact. They looked into Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Looks like they paid off the judge. And that's not all. My contact really came through for us. Turns out the witness was threatened until he withdrew his testimony. And thanks to our contact, we now have the receipts.
Vamos contratar um advogado agora. Prova. Não, vamos lá.
I tend to agree. It's interesting. Not enough to take it to a lawyer yet. So I know a cyber runner who has accessed corporate archives before. They can dig into the classified archives before we go to a lawyer. We can pay extra for them to use less legal methods to obtain information. But that adds risk.
Não abuse da sua. Não, vamos lá.
I appreciate that, Captain. But I'll take care of any fines or bribes that come up from this. You have always been so supportive of me during this process. Take care of this part. Depending on what they find out, it might be time to talk to a lawyer. I'll see if I can find one. Whew. Taking on Hephaestus isn't going to be easy. And I say this as someone with actual superpowers. Why couldn't I have gotten something more useful? Like the art of cross-examination. Might have come in handy at the trial. That's solid advice. Know your actual limitations, and not the ones granted to you by a mysterious superpower. Anyway, let's go adventure while we wait on the cyber runner to get back to us.
Hello.
Isso aí, gente. Vou ficando por aqui. Não, eu não vou ficando por aqui. Vamos ver o que a gente vai fazer. Vamos nessa caridade extensa aqui. Vamos lá, vamos ver pra onde que a gente vai. Provavelmente vai pro sistema Wolf. Opa, tem uma nave aqui primeiro. Vamos nela primeiro.
Hey, you want to join the party? We got booze. We got... Hey, friend, you want to come over? We got plenty of drinks and food.
Cruzeiro festeiro.
Do you need a reason to have a party? We're in space among the stars. It's just a blessed time. Really? Great. We'll open the hatch for you.
Tá, isso aqui soa com uma armadilha, mas vamos embora.
Seals are locked and we are docked.
Welcome to the party. Glad you could make it.
Should we shut off the grav?
Good question. Why don't we let the newcomer decide?
Pera, deixa eu... Desculpa, gente.
Yes? Well, what do you think, friends? Gravity on or off? Now that's what I'm talking about.
Turning off gravity in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Our pilot loves to invite new people on board.
Glad you made it. Here, have a drink.
Zero G's fun, but it makes drinking awkward. Ever get a wet burp?
Enjoying the party?
It's because there's no gravity to push the liquid down.
Relax, have a drink. The bar's on the lower deck. Glad you could make it!
I love me a good party cruise.
Everyone I meet on this cruise has a good vibe.
I give this party 5 stars. Look out the cockpit, you might even see them.
This party is stupid fun.
Oh, this is gonna leave such a mess.
I'm drinking apple cider. It's got those fine apple bits that give it a tangy flavor. It won't get you drunk, though.
Howdy.
That was very soggy burp.
I'm loving this beat.
Tá, eu não tô
Hi
ouvindo.
there, friend. Sure. Let me know if anything catches your eye.
Olha.
Plenty to drink.
Had too much.
Not enough to eat, though.
I don't need alcohol to have a good
Party on
time.
land when you can do it in 0 G. The music on this ship is a mood.
Having a good
You
time?
don't get a foamy head on your beer when you turn off the gravity, but you can still get drunk.
Some crews don't drink in space because the ethanol can damage the ship.
Stay as long as
Hopefully,
you like.
we'll be okay.
It'll be a while before the gravity's fixed.
É muita coisa pra fazer aqui, né? Então vamos seguir. Pra onde? Ah, eu tô com...
We're going to do a quick scan for contraband and you can be on your way.
Ah, lembrei disso mesmo.
Our scan detected contraband on board. Halt and prepare to be boarded. All illegal and stolen goods will be confiscated. Copy that. Stay on course while we escort you in.
Eu esqueci que eu tinha contrabando.
The Freestar Collector's got a reputation for being a little lawless. That is not so.
Don't break the law and you're good in my book.
Put that back right now.
By the authority of the Freestar Collective, stand down!
Good. We don't need any more trouble today.
Fazer uma coisa aqui.
Thief! Hold it right there. You're in all kinds of trouble.
I guess you're smarter than you look.
Se eu toco comigo aparecendo, eu não consigo, né? Ele automaticamente sai do... Se eu boto pra transferir, eu consigo pegar. Ah, legal. Ah, você me zoou que eu acertei. Ah, zoado isso. Não, não era isso que eu queria não, mas tudo bem. E vai dar de novo o do contrabando. Não. Pronto, vamos falar aqui com...
Running the low house is tough. But those times when we make a real difference, it makes it all worth it. Got a moment to hear about the low house? It means a lot to me and to others. Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The low house is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others.
Tá fazendo um bom trabalho.
Trying to, anyway. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city. But it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need. And I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good. Thank you.
Sem crédito,
I don't
né?
know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some.
É só pra isso que a mulher vem? Não.
Sincerely, thank you for your donation. I'll make sure it is put to good use. If you're serious, I'm drowning in work. Philbone Agricultural Systems feeds basically everyone in the stretch. Bless the Philbone brothers. But their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. I'm not worried yet, but getting there. Could you ask Sarah Philbone what the holdup is? Very politely.
Parece importante, vou falar com ela.
This is a huge help. If there's anything you can do to speed up the wheat delivery, please do it. I'll have more work for you when you get back.
Tá, pra onde que essa mulher tem?
Looks like we got another off-worlder.
Capacity?
Se melhor passar pro lado de cá. É isso. Cara, isso aqui é um labirinto.
Kind of booked up right now. Sorry.
Vamos entrar na casa.
IntelliWheat is revolutionary. Why waste time with brewing when you can do so much good and make so many more credits? If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere, either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement. Oh, sorry. My nerves are frayed. So many people coming and going for the company. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company, and now all he wants to do is brew beer. Philbone Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are content to think small.
Entendo o que está dizendo. Podia estar salvando vidas. Eu vou nessa segunda
Well,
aqui.
I wish you were the one I had to convince. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else?
Mina Wolf mandou aqui.
I know, we're late. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, the farming equipment outside the walls needs to be manually rebooted. But the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it for days. We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch, but the Ashta are just too dangerous for us to send someone.
Você entrega a gente, eu só posso fazer.
You would do that? If you get it rebooted, I'll get the harvest going ASAP. We can get the wheat to Amira quick. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. You'd be helping our business too, after all. Just be careful. Ashta are very dangerous.
Ashta é aquele bicho que a gente acabou de matar. Ela achou que eu não ia precisar fazer naquele ali? Ah, rápido.
Should we warn them about the Ashta? We got a big old sign. Danger. If they open up the gate and go out there, it's on their own head. But if they're far afield, they got no idea what they're in for. You want to warn them? Help with the bank robber. I'm sure he'll help us. Stranger!
We don't get that wheat shipment soon. The emergency fund's empty, so please, hurry. This means a great deal to me, and the community. Keep it up and we'll have to name something after you. I can't go into this. That is good news. What was the hold-up anyway?
Ah, precisa saber o que eu resolvi. Tive que relação com o que eu tô fazendo. Para arrumar as pessoas a boas dele, você está me devendo.
Oh, that makes sense. Aren't they outside the walls? Wait, you went outside the walls, didn't you? Please, don't risk yourself like that. If anyone got hurt working for the Low House. I hate to ask it, but this next errand should be safe. Easy. Everything runs on charity. And our benefactors, though kind, I think sometimes, well, get sick of seeing me. A new face may ease up the purse strings, or at least save me some errands. It's touch and go sometimes. Pester too much, and they could turn their back on the project. Too little, and people suffer. So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been generous to us, but it's been a while since he's donated. Raisha Lands is a huge benefactor. Laredo Firearms has been vital for us. Both of those are routine, more polite reminders, really. The last is a long shot, probably futile, but the Trade Authority is incredibly wealthy, and they have never ever donated to us. If you could convince Duncan Lynch to give us anything, heck, a single credit even, I'd consider it a victory. You are a breath of fresh air. Once you're done with that, come back to me. This means a great deal to me, and the community. Keep it up and we'll have to name something after you.
Ela pede só de 100.
This means a great deal to me, and the community. Keep it up and we'll have to name something after you.
Tá vendo? Tá, nós temos 3.
No, we don't have any plans. My partner is.
Could I get the digital copy of the things I buy?
Aqui, primeiro fica aqui.
Hey, I heard you had Dunlops.
Aqui, primeiro tá aqui.
I hope Aquila is treating you nicely. Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile. You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown.
Nossa, na caixa baixa.
What day is it? Oh, shoot! I forgot. I'll send over my usual monthly donation to Amira. She truly is a wonder. And with the building project her and Mr. Tate are planning, there may be a day when the stretch is a distant memory. You're not wrong there, are you? And with the election. I'll talk with Amira. Our family could afford a bit more. Between thwarting bank robberies and helping the stretch, you have the city's thanks. Truly. A genuine pleasure talking to you.
Tá, falamos com o prefeito. O prefeito ainda é um...
SSNN says that Spacer.
Vamos lá, autoridade comercial. Prefeito, e daí a gente conseguiu, na diplomacia, conseguiu aumentar a doação, né?
Welcome to Aquila City. Aquila City is bustling, one of the busiest trade authority branches in the galaxy.
The Trade Authority has a firm policy of not getting involved in internal matters. We're neutral in all affairs of the governments of the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies.
Ajudar a extensão, melhorar. Vamos começar nessa daqui.
The Trade Authority's image is doing quite well already. Thank you very much. I'm done discussing this matter.
If you ever need to deal with the Trade Authority, drop by.
Como é que eu posso convencer eles? Acredito que não vai ter muito o que fazer.
Might want to steer clear of the stretch. Lots of crime over there.
I think you'll find that we carry fine weapons of all. Oh. So Amira has some help? Good. She's going to work herself into an early grave if she's not careful. Laredo Firearms prides itself in helping out all the residents of Aquila City. I'll send Justin over to deliver our monthly donation.
Atenção a uma questão de segurança, casa baixa merece. Todo mundo ganha, vamos na indústria.
I hadn't considered that angle. I was preferring to keep this anonymous, but perhaps it would be wise. I'll talk to Amira about it. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Yes, of course.
Olha, chefe de patrulha. Razorback com silenciador. Ah, esse aqui é...
Not sure if those ruined zealots live in space.
The Cartwrights have been donating to the law. This means a great deal to me and the community. Keep it up and we'll have to name something after you. Don't let Raisha... This means a great deal to me and the community. Keep it up and we'll have to name something after you. If the Trade Authority gave us the barest fraction of what they make here, the Law House wouldn't have to worry about funds ever again. Both Elias and Raisha told me they're increasing their donation. You are something else. No word from the Trade Authority. I'm sorry I even asked. I like to believe everyone is capable of empathy and compassion, but people like Duncan test my faith. I didn't say that, but I'm not going to correct you. Sarah Philborn gave me these credits to give to you for your help with the farm. You more than deserve it.
Ganhamos, vamos lá, extensão, vamos pra mim.
Those credits are from the grateful Filburns, not me. And I wouldn't take a single one. You've earned it. I have one more thing for you to do. But I hope it's more of a reward. This is part of the Intellowit harvest. I'd like you to deliver it to Simone Jansen and her family. I want you to see the fruits of your labors.
Tá, eles estão ali na frente.
Thank you for saving my husband. Amira said to expect you. This wheat ensures my family won't go to bed hungry. I genuinely don't know what my family would do without Amira. And you have no idea how much it means.
Tem negócio que a gente vai estar procurando até chegar você. Não vou nem falar essa segunda, vou só botar essa primeira
Over
aqui.
here in Aquila, it's humbling to see regular people just looking after us. On behalf of my family, of my daughter, bless you.
Ai, beleza, aqui a gente já... Negócio que não adianta muito ficar guardar dinheiro, né? Porque a gente... Vamos lá. Vou fazer isso aqui uma última vez. Eu tenho certeza que a nave não vai estar lá.
So, Miss stay up late reading under the covers? Did
you não tem.
new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people...
Deixa eu fazer uma coisa aqui primeiro. Contato do sensor.
The stars to navigate. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Coe and where his stargazing landed him.
Vamos fazer o seguinte, vamos... Acho que eu já tô num nível bom. Vamos direto pra amassada, mas no próximo vídeo. Galera, se vocês gostaram, dê seu like, se inscreva no canal. Até a próxima com mais vídeo. Valeu!